Hello, it's Classy here, back with another Tribes video, and this early morning they were doing maintenance, so basically we were able to get new information on the next banner thanks to our data miners like MRN. And as you can see on my screen, the next banner is going to be Time Travel Papa Sasuke and Time Travel Boruto. So I was wrong about my prediction about which Papa Sasuke. I'm totally fine with the time travel version because I think he looks pretty cool and he has an eye patch and stuff. But let's see what he actually does first before making too many judgments. So here's the jutsu art, and it looks like it will be Amaterasu, which is a really cool ability, and I don't think anyone has used that yet in this game. And his arts are right here. So this is 3-star and this is 5-star. I think these are both really good arts, and similar to Tobirama 5-star, I like the perspective we see on the sword swing. And obviously he only has one arm, so this all makes sense. And yeah, so far so good, but we haven't actually looked at the kit yet. First things first, let's see how easy the link bonuses are. So Jiraiya and Tsunade should be pretty easy. Time Travel Boruto is going to be a hard one. He is technically in this banner. Naruto is easy to get. Sarda, Familial Bonds. Is that you are Sarda maybe? Probably, right? And D Mama Sakura. Okay, these links might be a little bit hard to get for people. However, what I'm mainly looking at is this initial chakra vitality, which is always a good sign. So he'll start with 5k initial. Really good to get early jutsus, especially with Sai and chakra generators. And he's a URD unit. So here's the frame, looks good. And he has a hat that he wore during the time travel arc. And you know, Boruto, or Time Travel Boruto and him both have descriptions relating to Hiroshiki. So I really do hope they're going to add him soon. Now we can move on to the actual abilities. Keeping in mind that this is a D unit UR with 5k initial, which is already really solid. I'm pretty excited about that. We know that Sasori, SR Heavy are some of the best D units, and they have 5k initial, which is really helpful for them. So for his skill 2, he does skill 2 damage and boosts all ally status effect rate by 3.5. So that's really good. I like that skill 2. But the only issue is it's not permanent, so it will only affect his cell and then the cell right after that. But still, a pretty good skill too. For his jutsu, it will be Amaterasu, and it only affects one enemy somehow, even though, I don't know. I guess it's debatable whether they made it AoE or single target, that's fine. But it lowers the enemy's DRR by 20% first before dealing single target power creep damage. So that's awesome. I like that they're doing the debuffs first now. And it has the burn, 50% chance to burn, which is going to be useful, not necessarily as much in PvP, but in PvE for sure. It's basically just extra damage, so I don't think it will ever be bad. And he also boosts all allies' damage reduction rate by 16%, guard rate by 22%, guard damage reduction rate by 18%. So that's pretty good. Remember, this only affects the current cell and the cell after. And DRR, we know what that does. Guard rate, chance to proc the guard shield. Guard damage reduction rate is the amount of damage your guard shield reduces when it procs. And yep, for his skill 4, he boosts all active allies' damage reduction rate by 22% if he's active at the start of the turn. Guard rate by 15% if he's active at the start of the turn. Okay, so those two, not too bad. It's like just your generic tank. Fourth skill, It only affects the active allies, and yeah, can't say that's the best. I can't say that's bad. That one's just mediocre. But he also boosts all allies' stats effect suppression rate by 5% for the rest of the battle, and that's definitely pretty interesting, and I like that. We know why, because everyone spams status effects for PvP. I don't think this unit is going to be too good for PvE, I will say that. Maybe Abyss, he'll have uses as a tank, but for like FG and ATB, probably not going to use him. And then for his limit break, he lowers all enemies' attack by 3.5% at the start of any turn, but this is a permanent effect, and it happens only after an ally has been defeated. So to get a better idea of how good this unit is, let's take a look at two things. First, let's take a look at Time Travel Boruto, because he's also a D unit. And actually, yeah. He did have some similarities, I remember. There we go. Okay, so his jutsu boosts stats effect suppression rate, but it's not permanent. And his fourth skill, it's pretty similar. Yeah, but it has a little bit of a new effect compared to Sasuke. So yeah, I like the permanent version personally. And for the other one, I want to take a look at Hiton. And keep in mind that Boruto and Hiton just don't have as good of a vitality as Sasuke does. So I really do like that also. So what does he do? Okay, Hiton does boost status effect suppression rate. I'm going to assume it's the same percentage as Boruto and Sasuke's. And this one is permanent, just like Sasuke's. But the rest of his skill 4 isn't as good because it only boosts damage reduction rate, when Sasuke boosts guard rate as well, I think. And yeah, honestly, I think Sasuke's just like a power creep version of Hiton. So Hiton users, I mean, if you get this guy, you can just replace him. Hiton's vitality isn't that good either. Neither is Time. Actually, Time Boruto's is alright for a tank, but Sasuke's is by far the best. And yeah, I do like this unit. Now, the problem is this banner suffers not from the unit, but from other things. So just like the Time Travel Boruto banner, what happened with this banner is that the Abyss is featuring SR Boruto. Now, actually, there's two issues. First is the fact that Time Travel Boruto is in the summon. So first, it kind of ruins the polls sometimes because you get a UR and you're really excited. Then you get Time Travel Boruto, and that's basically useless because he'll be at 3 stars and you can't star him up because his Abyss was like 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. So that's just like a huge bait from Bandai. You basically just have a chance of pulling like a 3 or 4 star unit that you can't get frags for anymore. And second, the actual Abyss is having SR Boruto, which is horrible for veteran players because we all have them at 7 star already. Like, why would you put a unit that's farmable in the missions in like a PvE special event? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, completely useless. If I don't pull Papa Sasuke this time, then why do I even do Abyss? Like, I'm just gonna get a bunch of useless frags. The only thing I can actually get that's useful is like the money and the UR frags and stuff. So a really bad Abyss if I don't pull Sasuke here. And honestly, maybe that's one of their tricks, because I kind of feel like I have to, like, if I don't even go for Sasuke, then I'm just bored for the next 2 weeks. I don't have anything useful to work towards or do. So that's pretty dumb. Yeah, what they really should have done was I think what happened was they were not ready, so they had to release one unit at a time somehow. why don't they just release both together and do like a WR banner and then a WR Abyss? Like I'd rather them skip a whole banner without giving us anything than doing this stupid thing. I'd rather them just take their time and actually release a good double banner instead of trolling us and doing all this dumb stuff. But whatever. I like the unit. Oh, I also forgot NWT. He'll be really good there too. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on this new banner. That's pretty much everything that's happening. They've also increased level cap, I think. They've added some new missions and Tower of Eternity stuff. So I guess that's technically new content. So that's a step in the right direction. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if I get lucky or if anything else happens. Thanks for watching.